How many of you here have joined a gym membership before? Show of hands if you ever joined a gym membership. How many of you here joined that gym membership and after 3 months, despite not going to the gym, you still continued paying for it? Raise your hand if you didn't go to the gym for it. Now look around you, okay? This is a lot of paid people. Continue leaving your hand up if that was 6 months and you still went for it without going for a gym. Leave your hand up if it was 1 year. If you were a paying member for 1 year and you didn't go to the gym for 1 year. No, my hand is raised as well at the start of my journey. Okay, thank you. Put your hands down. Now, why is that the case? Here's why. It's psychology. It is because the very act of canceling the gym membership is an admission of failure. And it's a very, very strong psychological thing that humans in general do not want to admit failure. So humans would rather continue paying for a gym subscription even though they're not utilizing it, because paying for it still means at least one day maybe I'll go. But if I cancel, that means I failed. And people don't want to do that. And that is why one of the most strongest phrases in copywriting, and you'll see copywriters use all the time, is the words, "It's not your fault." Right? If you read enough copy, you'll hear copywriters using that phrase over and over again. Why? Because people want to know that, oh, it's not really your fault. Right? You've been force-fed lies by society. But when it comes to an ad, when it comes to attracting the audience, you've always heard me talk about how you want to make it inclusive. Okay, write down the word inclusive. And you see now, you are targeting the ones that is on the brink of divorce, but also at the same time, people who are extremely happy, but know that there's a next level to their relationship. Just imagine this, right? Imagine that this webinar was on relationships. And if I ask the question of, how many of you here are in a miserable relationship right now? Look, nobody wants to raise their hand. None of you want to raise your hand. Why? Because I would feel like, oh, wait a second, what if I raise my hand and everybody's like, what if I'm the only loser here raising my hand? So the way you start thinking and crafting your messaging, which is then translated to your slide deck, is by first thinking about who is that ideal customer that you want to work with. Okay, so here's what we would like to hear. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot over here, all practice mode. So based on this part over here, which is, now that you've covered the 3 secrets, pretend that we are on your webinar right now, and off the cuff, how does this sound like? Just walk us through how you would be doing your webinar.
So yeah, so that's to summarize all the 3 secrets. Again, this is our it has become our moral obligation as well as our passion to help save marriages and or help you take your marriage to the next level, because we were once there. We understand how you feel.
Keep going.
And so to summarize everything, we at the very beginning of the start of the training, we told you that we would be making you an offer. So if you would, is it okay if I spend about 15 minutes of our time to make you that offer, to go over everything that we are that we just covered? Actually, sorry, I missed the water thing there. So let's ask you guys this: do you guys feel like this? Like you guys got a ton of information and just like you're drinking out of a fire hose?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Pause.